Hello, everybody. Martin Kelleher, CEO and owner of IT Tech Consulting. We provide affordable information technology services from trustworthy professionals. Today, we're going to be talking about the Mozilla Manifesto. We're going to go through the 10 major points of the manifesto, one point at a time, kind of explain to you what each one means as far as the web is concerned, and why we, IT Tech Consulting, promote Mozilla's web browser Firefox version 45, which is the latest version that they have out right now. So we feel like this is an extremely important document, and we want to share it with the world. All right, so the first point of the Mozilla Manifesto reads, "The internet is an integral part of modern life, a key component in education, communication, collaboration, business, entertainment, and society as a whole." This is the backbone of the entire manifesto, and it pretty much speaks for itself. All right, the second point of the manifesto is also pretty self-explanatory. It reads, "The internet is a global public resource that must remain open and accessible." So I think the keys here are global public resource. Global meaning worldwide, public meaning everybody. It's not governmental, it's not educational, it's everybody. It's public. And that it must remain open and accessible. Open meaning open source. We'll get more into that as we move forward in this presentation. And accessible meaning everybody needs to be able to have access to it. The third major point of the Mozilla Manifesto reads, "The internet must enrich the lives of individual human beings." Again, very straightforward and simple, but it's a mandate. It must enrich the lives of individual human beings. So there has to be quite a bit of content that is enriching to everybody. All right, this one's interesting. The fourth point of the Mozilla Manifesto reads, "Individuals' security and privacy on the internet are fundamental and must not be treated as optional." So as the internet has evolved, browsers have evolved. There's many versions of many browsers, and they've each add bells and whistles, and they've each tried to improve their security and privacy. And I think we've all read articles about security holes in Internet Explorer or other browsers. I bring up Internet Explorer because they've had some terrible holes, but they've always been pretty good about fixing them or patching them. And how browser companies have looked at privacy and security is kind of more of an afterthought. In other words, let's build these browsers, let's add as many bells and whistles as we can, and then let's have our programmers and developers add some security and privacy to make sure that the individual security and privacy is met. But I think we've seen a paradigm shift with Mozilla and Firefox version 45. I think what we're seeing now is that Mozilla is building their browsers around security and privacy. That's first and foremost. The bells and whistles come after that. They want to make sure that individuals' right to privacy and their security on the internet are treated as something that's fundamental, right? Not as something to be an option or an afterthought. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory as well, but let's take a look at it. Number 5, individuals must have the ability to shape the internet and their own experiences on it. So I think it's important that the internet and the internet experiences are not shaped by corporations or educational institutions or governments or religious organizations. Individuals must have the ability to shape the internet. They must have the ability to put the content that's going to enrich their lives on it. They must have be able to shape the way they learn or collaborate. Not everybody learns the same. So if they're shaping a internet site for learning, they have to be able to shape it or build it or experience it in different ways. And this has to be controlled by the individuals that are adding the content to the internet. This one is a mouthful. All right, number 6. The effectiveness of the internet as a public resource depends upon interoperability, protocols, data formats, content, innovation, and decentralized participation worldwide. Look, if you really want to understand this, and I hope you do, we're going to provide you a link to Mozilla's website at the end of this presentation where you can read more about what Mozilla means by each of these 10 points. This one specifically is hard to explain in a brief presentation, but basically think of it this way. We need cooperation from the entire world. We need it to be decentralized, meaning not one governing body. The protocols, data formats, and content, those are the building blocks of this thing that we call the internet, and they have to be interoperable, meaning they got to work together, right? And so we're also going to talk a little bit about open source computing and open source software coming up in just a minute. All right. All right. We're at number 7. This is one of my favorites. All right. I've been kind of hinting toward this since the beginning of the presentation. Number 7 reads, free and open source software promotes the development of the internet as a public resource. This is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let me give you the example, the prime example. Back in 1970, the people at Bell Labs, or AT&T, in Indiana, developed what is now known, or developed then, what they call the Unix operating system. This was a very powerful and stable operating system. At the time, they published their findings, they published their code, they published the open source, and they said to anybody, hey, you know what? If you can improve on this, go ahead. Just all we ask is that you write us a note and tell us how you did it. And so University of California, Berkeley, their computer science guys looked at this and said, wow, this is really kind of an interesting paradigm, where other computer companies like Wang and there's some other big outfits were keeping everything that they were doing private and secretive. Here was some companies, some big companies that were showing and allowing all engineers to take a look at what they were doing and saying, hey, you know what? Come join us on this journey. Come help us build a better mousetrap. And that's what happened. Years and years and years of collaboration between different entities developed into one of the most popular operating systems that you can find on a server right now, and that is the Unix operating system. The vast majority of web pages on the internet, by far, are hosted on web servers running the Unix operating system. All right, so free and open source software is the answer. If we want the internet to remain a public resource, we have to promote free and open source software. Okay, number 8. Transparent community-based processes promote participation, accountability, and trust. So obviously we want participation. Accountability is important, and obviously we need to have trust, right? So we want to have transparent community-based processes. That's going to be very important to keeping the internet as a public resource. All right, this one's interesting and kind of simple, really. Number 9 reads, commercial involvement in the development of the internet brings many benefits. A balance between commercial profit and public benefit is critical. So people are going to make money on the internet. That's just what they're going to do. But at the same time, many of these for-profit individuals are finding innovative ways to shape the internet, which is a public benefit that can be passed on to the next individuals, and that is critical. All right, we're finally at number 10. Number 10 reads, magnifying the public benefit aspects of the internet is an important goal, worthy of time, attention, and commitment. What can I say? I'm giving my time, attention, and commitment right now to let you know about the public benefits of the internet. So I think it's a worthy goal. Otherwise, I wouldn't be spending my time. Yes, I am promoting my company, and I'm hoping that there's a commercial benefit to doing this. But at the same time, I wouldn't be doing this just for the commercial benefit. I think this is twofold. I get to promote the Mozilla Manifesto, which I think is a tremendous document, and at the same time, we get to promote IT Tech Consulting Incorporated and what it is that we do here in the Chicagoland area. So, view one more slide. We're going to sum it all up, and I'm going to have a couple links for you to follow if you want to find out some more. All right, thank you so much for visiting the IT Tech Consulting PowerPoint Mix presentation of the Mozilla Manifesto. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. For more information, you can click on either of the images below. The one on the left will take you to Mozilla's Manifesto webpage, and the one on the right will take you to IT Tech Consulting's mission page, which has a copy of the manifesto information there. There's also a copy of this PowerPoint Mix presentation. You can't really see the image, it's a little bit lower, but we're really, really grateful that you stopped and took some time and viewed this PowerPoint Mix presentation. PowerPoint Mix is a powerful add-on for PowerPoint 2013 and 2016. We can give you plenty of training if you want to learn how we did this. Just contact us from our website, and we would be happy to show you how we create presentations using PowerPoint Mix. So once again, this is Martin Kelleher for IT Tech Consulting, and I want to thank you for watching our PowerPoint presentation. Please come back and visit us again real soon.